Hello friends, welcome to Excel class number 18. The topic of the day is VLOOKUP with exact match. This is example number 1. So here we have the data of employees in this section, and in this section we want to fetch the employee name against this employee ID. So for that we will use the VLOOKUP function equal to a formula starts with the equal to sign VLOOKUP bracket start. VLOOKUP is a function. The syntax of VLOOKUP function starts. First input is lookup value. So we want to look up this employee ID, and employee ID is in cell address E4. We will keep this cell address as it is, as we are not copying this formula in any direction, comma. So second input is table array. So table array is this complete data. So we have to make sure while selecting a table array, the lookup value should be in column index number 1 in a selection area. So this is a selection area and employee ID is in column index number 1, comma, column index number. So the column index number, we are looking for employee ID, and against it we want to fetch the employee name. So here we want to fetch the value from column index number 2. In column index number 1 we have the employee ID, and in the column index number 2 we have the employee name. So column index number is 2. We are giving this value manually in the formula, comma. Fourth input is range lookup. So this is approximate match and exact match. This current example is of exact match. So for example, we have ID 2007, and against this ID 2007 employee name is Puneet. We want this name to be printed exactly as it is. So we will write 0. For false is 0 and true is 1. Bracket close, control enter. Against employee ID 2007, the employee name Puneet is fetched. Let's change the employee ID 2003 and we get the name Ajay. So the name is changed to Ajay. How this VLOOKUP function works? So this ID is a lookup value, and in this data this ID is looked up from top to bottom in the column index number 1. As soon as the perfect match is found in the table array, we say that against it in the column index number 2, whatever is written, we want it to be printed exactly. So against ID 2003 in the column index number 2, we have Ajay, and Ajay is printed in this section. So Excel VLOOKUP function is used to retrieve information from a table using a lookup value. The lookup value must appear in the first column of the table. That is mandatory thing, and the information to be retrieved is specified by a column number. So column index number is given to retrieve the information given in that column index number. So VLOOKUP supports approximate and exact match. So this is the basic example of VLOOKUP where we have fetched the employee name against employee ID. The purpose of this example is to understand the syntax of VLOOKUP function. Thank you.